Hello again for the second time, and why I have her is beyond me. Let me grab. Where the hell is that crappy? Where the hell are those crappy? Yeah. So I get this. My Wonder Warrior project guy's like, oh yeah, the dude totally sent the laptop in the mail. It'll be there. And guess what? It's not here. Then I go to use this absolute garbage, and my damn dinner just fell on the damn floor. Everything is great today. So here I am. Let's see if me plugging these damn earbuds in will help. And then I'm gonna try to get Chad Chase on here for the damn segment. Let's see if this helps. So so, can you hear me? Do I sound good? Do I sound decent? Do I sound whatever? Okay. Let's see. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's get guests. Invite a guest. Okay. Hold on just a second. All right. Hopefully, keyword hopefully. Keyword again, hopefully. Chad Chase will get in. Aaron Cottingham with two H's for whatever damn reason. Hi, friend. I don't know you, Aaron, but hi. So I'm trying to get help funding to help someone with a project. Keyword trying. Notice I didn't say succeeding. I'm trying to get from 258-ish down to 225. I've got a powerlifting butt mentor buddy that I'm working with. Trying to get my eating schedule because I'm eating out of these little food prep Tupperware trays, half of which is on the floor right now because looking for these stupid earbuds. I mean, it's just a mess right now. I go to the gym. I'm trying to meet up with the guy, and I've been trying to call him so I can get him to actually to help me raise funds to help a friend stand up a project that he and I are kind of sort of working on. Okay, so we're trying to get funding done. I can't get him. Oh, here we go. What do we got here? Okay. You there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, man. Man, that was crazy.
Dude. I you know what? I've never been a pot smoker, but man, right now I would raid the hell out of Willie Nelson's pot brownie stash because I don't know if you know. I'm not even joking, dude. Willie Nelson has actually switched from smoking pot to edibles because apparently now at 80 freaking years old, he all of a sudden values his lungs. So yeah, but no.
Well, I mean, at that point, you're scraping for days.
Well, I mean, it's Willie Nelson. If you ate one of his pot brownies, you'd end up in like Borgian territory and all that crap. So
man, I'm game for it. I'd go for it, man.
Dude, my brain is cooked right now because I'm trying to get so many damn things done. I'm trying to collaborate with so many people on this. You've decided you want to earn your long-term badge by putting up with my crap. So you are now on the VA Fire for Effect segment. Okay.
And at this point, the VA is negligently responsible. Okay, let me hit you with some statistics.
Go for it.
85% of male veterans with PTSD or TBI have low T. Period. 85%. They will shove a camera up your ass every year after 45 that gives you a 30% chance of catching something from the VA for a 10% chance of you having rectal cancer, but they don't screen for this. I mean, it's willful ignorance. I really think this is behind the suicide epidemic. Not only do they not screen for it, you're like the fourth guy I've met in a short period of time, including myself, that gets the runaround about them from it.
Mm-hmm.
They lose this or they lose that, and I mean, clearly, for the opioid epidemic, they cut all opioid prescriptions, period, because they cared about us.
Cared.
But
Okay, sure.
can do a blood test, and a $14 a month vial could fix so many guys. I would love to see the statistics
Mm-hmm.
on suicides that had hormonal imbalances, because it's a well-known fact that it causes depression, and depression causes what? Suicide. They're
Mm-hmm.
losing 22 vets a day. At what point are they going to look into that? I mean, it's woeful negligence at this point.
They're
If I
not,
was,
and yeah.
if
Go
I
ahead.
was to dehumanize you
Mm-hmm.
and inject chemicals into you until
Mm-hmm.
you kill yourself or talk you into it, like that girl in Massachusetts or whatever, I would be sent to
Mm-hmm.
jail. This
Yeah.
is basically what the VA is doing. I mean, it's woeful ignorance at a point where 85%. That's a known statistic from their own books.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the okay. First of all, thank you for that horrifying statistic that they're going to want to shove a camera up my ass. I am in fact
Well,
45.
welcome to 45.
No,
They
no,
do
hell
the
no, nope, nope, no,
colon
no, no,
screen. But see,
no.
the sad part about that is I get the screenings, but if you look at the number of cases of veterans that have been given HIV and Hep C from dirty colonoscopy equipment, it's scary. You've got just as much chance of getting HIV from the damn test as you do them finding out you have something.
Okay, they're not touching me.
Yeah,
Thank you for,
right.
dude. Okay. I've always hated the VA. It just set me to a level of horrified that it's like it's impressive even to me. Okay.
Start Googling it. The VA is a federal agency. However, it's set up like a ship. Each VAMC, the Buffalo, the
Mm-hmm.
Augusta, the Atlanta, is its
Mm-hmm.
own separate entity that doesn't talk to the other. And I think
Mm-hmm.
they do that so they can nip scandals in the bud and say, oh, it was the Phoenix VA with the wait times. Or,
Mm-hmm.
oh, it
Mm-hmm.
was the Buffalo VA that gave people AIDS or whatever. The Buffalo VA, the St. Louis VA, and the Miami VA were the big ones where they gave
Mm-hmm.
people HIV and
Mm-hmm.
Hep C. And in some places, they waited up to 12 months before they notified that, hey, you were exposed
Mm-hmm.
to this.
Oh, they sit on that forever, dude.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, at what point is it willful ignorance and not just neglect? At what point is there, a reason behind it, especially with the low T thing?
Oh,
Are they
dude.
trying to keep us weak?
Here's the thing. Well, yeah, they're trying to keep us weak and they're trying to keep costs down. They want us docile for one. For two, it's all about cost cutting and saving them money to give
No,
to.
but it's not. It's not. It's about money. They're using us like farm animals. That's why they push colonoscopies, CT scans, very expensive antidepressant drugs, because somebody in the farm industry is making big money off that. There's
Mm-hmm.
not money in a $14 bottle of testosterone that keeps you from going to the VA and bitching about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna start feeling better and get off the Cymbalta or whatever new wonder drug that they've got a contract to push.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I actually forgot to take my metformin and my allogliptin with me to Ohio.
Right.
I didn't take it for 3 weeks. I come back. I've taken it a couple times since then, but I haven't been taking it, and my blood sugars are like under 120, which is miraculous for me.
Right.
I'm not telling the VA a damn thing. I mean, being on here is not helping matters any, but I'm debating staying off of it just to see what happens.
Right.
Not only that, but I'm talking with my doctor. I'm trying to get my damn GoFundMe back, up running, so I can at the very least get enough money for. I need as much as I can so I can go back up there and get all the stuff that I need.
Right. Right.
Because what they're going to do, what they're doing is non-invasive. what the VA will do, and I literally had an interview with my doctor. You'd love him. I love to introduce the two of you. What I want to, you and I need to talk, because what I want you to do is we need to come up with a plan to set up for like guys with ED from low T and all that, and other injuries, mind you, because my 300-pound ex-wife never. You know what? We're not even going to get that right now. That yes,
right.
Yeah. Anyways,
but this is a subject that guys don't talk about, especially not military guys.
Oh hell no!
And it's really, I think it's killing people. I think guys
it is killing people.
Sit and wonder and internalize the problem and take it upon themselves and erase themselves when the VA knows what the problem is. I mean, it's gotten to the point that, since I've got keyed in on it, I'm not a genius. I don't have a medical degree, but I can almost look and see people like, I bet that's what happened to that guy, especially when you start transformations. And then when you get into it, it's like, oh, well, where did you serve? Oh, Iraq. You were near this. Oh, yeah, I was there when this was being used. Oh, yeah, you got the anthrax vaccine. And it's like, how many, if it walks like a duck, it's a duck. If it quacks, it's a duck.
Here's what I want to do. We're going to get into your story, really get into your story. But what I want to talk with you about, I want to get you, me, and my doctor he was the first interview I did on like my second episode. We were talking about building Gary Sinise literally just stood up a separate, standalone mental health network for veterans and first responders.
Right. There's so many great resources out there through the nonprofit community. I mean, great resources that you never hear about at the VA.
No, here's the problem, though. It's so hard to access certain things because we as veterans have certain problems, and if it's not in that nonprofit's wheelhouse, they can't do anything. So you're like, if you got weird, complex problems, they're like, no habla, dumbass veteran. Okay.
A lot of that is because people like to give to, like something I ran into is people expect you to look like a disabled vet. They want to see you in a wheelchair with a prosthetic or something, and they
want that caricature. Yeah.
Just because you really don't want to dump all your problems out there for everybody, like, oh, well, nothing's wrong, And I think that really causes a lot of this stigma, and it all plays into the same thing.
What I want to do is you'll get you, me, and that doctor together, and I want us to do what Gary Sinise just did. I want to set a separate network for veterans with these kind of problems. Like I'm literally one of my buddies out in Oregon. I'm going to get him on the show, and he's going to tell his story of how they destroyed the hell out of his credit as bad as they did mine, and that's impressive. That's up $50,000 and $60,000 worth of bills, dude.
Man, I've had private, a civilian medical care less than a mile in my small town for the past 2 years, and it's totally changed my physical health. I've lost almost 55 pounds, and stuff. And I don't think that would have changed. I think I would have continued to have gotten sicker if I kept going to the VA.
Well, you will. Here's what the VA will do. Like with my situation,
I went for 3 years and they didn't diagnose me with diabetes. They told me I had GERD. They told me I had GERD. My civilian doctor in 5 minutes, he's like, "Well, Mr. Chase, you might be diabetic." Well, shit, there I am. Now I know the problem and I can do something about it. But when you don't know the problem, the VA never wants to diagnose anything, but they'll treat the symptoms or anything. They're like, "Here, fuck, take these pills. Tell me if they do anything."
The pill pushers, yeah. Yeah.
It's like, this is what we got a surplus of. So here, take this or take that. Take this. Tell me if you notice that. And, the VA, the turnover rate on doctors is so high. Every time you get a new doctor, they change your meds completely around.
Well,
and that completely changes you as a person.
They move those doctors around so they can minimize their screw ups and they can keep.
Yes.
I literally had a doctor. I had what's called a pilonidal cyst tailbone. It was in the crack of the tailbone. I had to tell that damn doctor to look at it to see if there was an infection, because if you get those surgeries, like once every 6 months, if the surgery isn't done properly, you'll just bleed all over the back of the toilet seat, and it'll look like you shot a trophy. It will look like you shot a damn trophy, but blood everywhere. So I've actually had that surgery twice. And I'm telling you right now, I'm normally very anti-medication. I was literally damn near sword swallowing frickin'. I was damn near sword swallowing frickin' Vicodin by the bottle. You couldn't, you couldn't, if you would have put me on a
That was
morphine,
back when they
I'd have
would
been.
give it out.
But no, what they'll do, so I had to tell her that. She was that damn lazy, and they hate me so much. My one Warrior Project guy will admit it. He'll admit it to me, half-ass, but he won't. He would never. They hate me. They don't like me because I advocate for themselves and I don't trust them. As soon as a veteran starts speaking out for himself, he's a problem.
Right.
Okay. They,
You
like
know,
I'm.
Wounded
Yeah.
Warrior, I've had really good luck with the local level people, like the southeast region in general.
Mm-hmm.
They've been really responsive and really helpful. But like as a whole on the big money side of it, I really don't have any experience with them.
Well, here's the thing. I've already had my falling out with the CVS the CVSO. They are nothing but VA bootlickers. I've never had a positive experience with a damn one of them. And
That's what happened. That's what happened with a lot of the original veterans organizations like the PFW and the American Legion and stuff. When you got offices in the same building, whose team are you on? When you go meet the VSO that's in the office at the back of the VA, it's when they're both getting paid, from the same account with a different name on the check. It's the same thing. I really
well,
think
yeah. And when you
the
have
best person to advocate for a veteran is the veteran themselves. And now that we have access to knowledge and we are communicating, I don't think the VA knows how to handle it really, because it used to be stuff that I didn't share this information. You didn't know anybody else who really went to the VA because nobody really talked about that stuff.
well, and the
Everybody
other
knows
yeah.
it's messed up, but they just don't really share.
Well, the thing
They have
is,
social media.
once having the VA's all having the information's all fine and good, but once the VA has labeled you a problem child, they've got you by short hairs, and they got me
Oh
by the
yeah.
short hairs.
Oh yeah, once they get you in like in your case, it's almost like they propose the most barbaric treatment possible to either A, deter you, or B, punish you. And it's like, why
Yes,
would you do this? Why would you go for the most invasive method when it's not the only method?
right,
Especially not with new technology nowadays. I mean,
yeah,
that's just barbaric. It's almost like a punishment. And it's like, the VA can't get the damn inserts for my shoe right, so I really don't want them in. You know what I mean? That's terrifying to me. The thought of the VA doing surgery anywhere, much less there. They
yeah,
pulled the wrong tooth, so come on, I don't trust them.
right.
I was awake halfway when they did that, so I don't trust them when I'm unconscious.
Damn. So, tell me about what a certain doctor said to you. Let's go.
Oh,
Let's go there and just tell it.
oh God, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What?
Back in I think this was in 2009. I went to a pain management appointment at the
Mm-hmm.
Hampton VA, and I had the pleasure of seeing
Pleasure.
a Dr. Lipton,
Mm-hmm.
like the tea.
Mm-hmm.
And he went into this tirade, which the whole appointment itself is insidious in nature, especially now
Mm-hmm.
when I look back on it with gain knowledge, because what he did, the change he made in my medications with a man who was the supervisor of the pain management department, even makes what he said whatever better. But he gave me a lecture about how that I had a history of tobacco use products, so
Mm-hmm.
obviously I didn't care about myself. So if I really wanted to avoid a life of pain and suffering, since I was as young as I was and in pain management anyway, the best thing I could do was kill myself. Like no shit. Like a doctor sat down, and I mean, this wasn't offhand. Like looking me in the face, eye to eye, and says, the best thing you can do to avoid your suffering, Mr. Chase, is to kill yourself. You simply don't care anyway, and it's going to get worse. And then he gives me, a prescription of 60 morphine pills. It's like, here's what you should do. Here you go. Have a nice fucking day. And
He
before,
prescribed you 60 morphine pills.
yes, yes, yes. Which I had, they back at that time, they assigned an OEF case manager.
They're a joke.
And I tried to get this guy to go to my appointment with me because I didn't trust this doctor. I knew this doctor was going to do some fuck shit. I knew it was going to be a nasty visit. And I asked this guy to go with me. And he went with me to the appointment, and the doctor asked him to leave. And I'm like, no, I want this guy to stay. And I mean, the doctor basically waved him out of there. The doctor's like, hey, go. And I'm like, no, dude, stay. No, dude, stay.
And
he left, of course. So that left it in he said case or whatever,
That's holy shit, that's dirty, dude.
It's so much fucking dirtier because the fact of the matter is, at this time, the reason why I was seeing him is because they took away my fee basis, which they didn't have community care at the time. They had fee basis when they paid for you to go to a civilian doctor.
It's the same shit, just a different name, dude. That's all it is.
Yeah, it is. And but see, back then you have to argue your case to get a fee basis. It had to go through a lot more approval. It's simpler now.
Well, that's the thing, though. But if you go to the doctors they approve, those doctors are garbage anyways, and they're only allowed to do certain things anyways. They're nothing but.
Oh yeah, if you need anything major, you're shit out of luck. Especially the contractor they had before for community care, Tri-West was fucking great for the VA. I can't say no, but they did away with them. They got Optum now, and so far my experience with Optum has been less than optimum. It's been no communication. And I just can't, the Mission Act was the greatest thing to happen to the VA for a long time. And I hope they don't lose the progress that they've made.
Oh, it's already gone, dude. It's already gone. This new secretary of the VA, first of all, he's not military, so he knows nothing. He knows nothing of the culture. He's just some mouthpiece and a blowhard.
At that level, they're a hospital administrator anyway, and you know what their job is? Save money. What did you get medals for in the military? Saving X amount of dollars. You know, you save and that's the same way. That's what it is. Except for in the VA's case, when they're cutting dollars, the expense at someone's life, like. I know a guy right now that I was talking to who's in treatment for low T, and the VA lost his record, so they want to reevaluate him, and that can take up to 90 days. But in the meantime, they're going to cold turkey him off the meds.
Not only that, the evaluation is going to change, so he can't have whatever doctor he wants.
Right, exactly. Yeah. But they're taking him off of testosterone treatment, which anybody knows. Once you go on that, you don't heal from that. You don't get better. You have to stay on it. But they're taking him off that cold turkey, not weaning. Boom, like that. Dude's got a well-known case of PTSD with, brushes with suicide in the past, and something like that is enough to push somebody over the edge.
Oh yeah.
And I've got a high school diploma and some technical college credits, and I know that. So I know any doctor knows that. Even the Walmart doctor knows that. It's not simple negligence. We all say, "Oh yeah, the VA." No, they're not ignorant. There is a method to their madness, and they know what they are doing. Yeah. Don't just think that the VA is incompetent. The VA is not incompetent.
Here's we need. I want to get you. I want you, me, and my doc to sit down and have a talk about the idea. I mean, hell, we might have to go hit up Gary Sinise. I don't know. I'm at a point where
the best thing you can do.
What's that?
Is not reinvent the wheel and hit up Gary Sinise. Find a charity that's already well known or whatever, that's on the up and up, like the Sinise Foundation or Lone Survivor. Any of them, take your pick. And I'll sit down with a doctor and write a proposal and be like, hey, this is a silent plague that we really think is killing people.
Would you like to sit down and help me write it? We'll go to. I never really had a lot of luck with Lone Survivor, but I'm willing to try
Right,
Gary
right.
Sinise.
I just named them as one of them, but I
Yeah.
mean, look at the ones out there, and if nothing else, maybe one of those companies would have enough money to have a legal team that could get some statistics about, suicide data, because I would really love to see the records on some guys like that and see A, if they were tested for low T, and B, if they had it.
Well, here's the thing: the VA just tests your free testosterone. They don't test anything else. They always take the simplest, most generic tests.
Right, right. And that varies. That varies with what you eat. That passes. That's not total. That's not your
Mm-hmm.
total number. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it is. That's it's passing at that moment. That's not your total, your serum concentration numbers. And
Mm-hmm.
that's like I know another guy who the VA sent him for a blood test. Boom. There's a reference range. So it's either A, you have low T, or B, you don't. But no, they want to send him to an endocrinologist to have him evaluate. They've already evaluated him. What do they need to evaluate? This is PCP level doctor stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the problem. He's outside of the reference range. Get him in the reference range and keep him there. It's simple. Why do they need to put all these extra steps, which each extra step they add, adds a significant amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
when
they
you
don't
have
care about that. They don't care.
no,
They don't care about anything other than what's easiest for them. They don't care
no,
about. Here's what I'm going to say. I would want us to sit down. I want to. I guess as soon as I get off here, I'm going to try to get a hold of Gary Sinise and say, "Hey, do you want to help us tackle the low T problem,
right,
which can greatly contributes to the depression?" Because right now I'm in
right.
the gym killing myself. I wake up every morning with a sore back from all the working out
Man,
I do.
with a statistic like 85% of people have it, they know that. And for it to be as simple as it is to screen for,
Mm-hmm.
what if it put a dent in that massive number of people of 22 a day? I mean, as an outsider, as a civilian, you hear that number and it's at 22 a day. It's a statistic. You quote it. But
It's probably
I've been
closer up
involved.
30 a day,
Yeah,
35 a day, actually.
but I've been involved. From being involved in social media with veterans to helping build OEF Nation and run that for years,
Mm-hmm.
and just being a member of the veteran community myself, I've really seen the impact of that. And I can sit here off the top of my head and name off more guys that I know died to suicide than did
Mm-hmm.
in combat. And in almost every case, it was something you saw coming with a long, a lot of times guys all but beg for help. Hey, they're desperate and they reach out, and it's like they slip through the cracks. And that's
Well,
too many people to be slipping through the cracks.
you want to know what's contributing to my depression right now? GoFundMe is probably a lousy site to go on because they are worthless. They just tell you to share it with everybody, and you're
Right.
treating us like
Well, that's
retards, like
because
we
they
don't
get
know.
a cut of it. That's because they get a cut of it. That's their product. You're
Well,
their product.
I've got to get to $350, 350, 360 just to get 320. My
Yeah.
blood test that my doctor wants me to have is $320 damn dollars, and I can't get to 360 because it's not. Apparently, somebody thought I was stolen valor or I was a liar or something, and they complained. So Facebook shut me off because I'm a veteran. Because Facebook hates veterans if they don't. They're lying if they say they don't. So I can't
They
get.
do, but they don't. They pick and choose. They've got their favorites, but that's the ones that make money for them. I'm not going to name names or anything, but they have their pets, and it's not really a favorite thing. It's simple economics. That's
No,
like
I
with the
think there's
VA.
favoritism. I think the ones that are more outspoken and ruffle feathers and offend the perpetually offended,
Right,
and the ones that believe in the old saying, "My rights don't end, or you need to get off on being offended." And let's face it,
right,
we are in an age of orgasmic offense. People
right.
positively get off on being offended. They get off
Because
on it
that
because it
gives
gives
the
them power.
powerless power. When
Yeah.
you are a nobody and you complain to a big organization that you're offended, they stop everything now because of the social media outlet. And that gives somebody who's just sitting at home, who's nobody with a cell phone, that moment of power.
Yeah.
And, in some cases, I know there are people who are truly offended, and there's
Mm-hmm.
some truly offensive shit going on, but it's not memes on the internet and people's mouths. It's stuff like what's going on with the VA. That's truly offensive.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I need to get to like $4,000 or $5,000 easy because I gotta pay. I've still gotta pay for the damn shot that I got, and I'm gonna tell the doctor. I says, don't go with the minimum. Go with the damn maximum because you go with the minimum, you're just gonna piss me off.
Right.
I need $4,000 just to get roughly half of what I need. He wants me on diabetes support. He wants me on testosterone support based on hell. I can't even get to 350, 360 to withdraw the damn 320 to get the damn to get the damn to get enough to get out the
Oh,
copper blood
man.
panel they want. And so
You,
it's like
you're,
I took it as a screw you, and it's like the fact that Snodgrass isn't worried about me offing myself is probably, I'd be surprised if he wasn't, because I'm on the edge because the guy I'm
but
trying to
this
get
is the
healthy.
real kicker. The real kicker is if you go to the VA and you bitch about money, which even if the VA cuts your check to nothing, if you go to the VA and you bitch about money, they'll declare you incompetent. You'll be put on a list and lose your rights like a felon.
Oh,
It
I know. Why
really
do you think I don't
is.
talk to him?
It really is a catch-22 and a very oppressive, you know.
Well, that's why I don't talk to the VA. I don't talk to him about a damn thing because everything. Once you're a problem child, I mean, literally, I was in this damn class. It was supposed to be some kind of interpersonal relations class, and no offense, but they were all retards, literal high functioning invalids, literally. I'm
We
sitting
got
there,
a whole
I'm
generation of
watching
that
this.
coming.
All the retards are clapping. All the mentally disabled people are clapping. I'm sitting here and I'm like, you mouth breathers put me in this damn class like it's going to be beneficial. Are you kidding me? I'm not saying it, but I'm thinking she's literally looking at me like this, like, clap for the retards,
Mm.
clap for retards, problem child, or we're going to make life more difficult for you. It's
You
like,
really do get labeled. I mean, God forbid you complain at the VA. They annotate that in your records, and it really does. There are some very vindictive people at the VA.
oh, yes, there are.
And
Oh, yes, there are.
they call in favors and stuff. And I think to myself, who in the hell gets a job working at a place that helps disabled veterans and then does some vindictive shit? I mean, wow. I mean, what kind of person
They're
do you have to be to
you
do
know what
that?
they are? They're the mediocre people who can't make it in the real medical field where they're actual quality doctors. They're at the bottom of the damn. They're at the bottom of the damn graduating class, and they're
There
nothing but
are
pill
some
pushers.
great people at the VA, great people, but usually they're like at the nurse level, the
Right?
lower
They're not.
level.
They're just the
You go
workers.
talk
They're
to people,
not
they're
the
wonderful.
managers. They're
But when you
not
go
the.
talk to somebody in administration or whatever, it's bullshit. They tell
They're
you whatever
absolute
the hell it
scum.
takes you to shut you up and get you out of their office, and then they do absolutely
Oh,
nothing.
my doctor.
That's what
My
they do.
don't okay. This okay. I go to the VA in Salisbury, North Carolina. I'm just gonna say it because it's coming out anyways.
Right.
This doctor, okay, there's in Harry Potter, there's a character named Dolores Umbridge. She was that nasty chick all in pink that everybody wanted to just axe murder.
Right.
Oh, she like, you seem angry today. It's like literally, I'm like, you work
Right.
for the VA. You are not smart enough to move light as a shrink. You're barely smart enough to be a doctor. Shut your
Right.
hole. And
And a lot of people there are doing internships and are new people, and they just go there because that's like a factory. It pumps them out. And the VA is like a farm, and we are the livestock. They make
yeah,
money off pumping prescriptions into us, and contracts are pushed at a high level. Big
oh yeah,
pharma. The VA is big pharma's biggest customer,
oh
and
yeah.
that's what we are. We're
We're a
live.
captive audience. We're a captive
Yes,
audience.
exactly.
And the nurse, she offered to give me a class on how to wear a mask because she basically, you know how condescending these people are. Like they are downright condescending. They are like Ernst Röhm would be proud of the mask Nazis they are.
Oh
Literally,
yeah.
I walk in
Yeah.
the door and she's taking my temperature. Could you squat down? I'm like, are you too stupid and lazy to adjust the damn temp? Adjust up? Are you that
Right.
damn? It's like, and the one lady, she's the librarian, and they're trying to force her out because they want her out. and she's like, they don't know how to handle hostile people. They want docile. This VA in Salisbury wants drugged up zombies who don't question them. I mean,
That's how that's how every VA. I think that's VA SOP. And then I've got so many VA horror stories. Hell, the last time I went to the VA in Atlanta, the sewer had overflowed in the first floor, and there was like a quarter inch of raw sewage there. And they had people in the hallway with squeegees. And the lady's like, "Are you gonna let us draw your blood today?" I'm like, "Fuck no, I wouldn't piss in here." It's just, you see stuff that just doesn't happen at civilian hospitals. They will be closed by the health department, and it's alarming. It really is.
Yeah.
The VA is looked at as a charity as a whole. It's looked at as like an afterthought. Nobody wants to keep paying for a car after you wreck it, and that's what a veteran is. Our sell-by date is already passed. They've already got what they wanted from us, and now they're making money on the back end with using us for statistics and medical research, because they use all of our information, and I mean it's almost like it's drug trials, especially when
here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's also the kind of the kind of employees they have there. If you are, let's just say, if you are of a certain ideology, and if you are if you are of a certain, if you exemplify a certain level of I don't want to say patriotism, really, and if you're not sorry for melanin content, they treat you like dirt. They're racist as hell.
One of the very first doctors I had at the Hampton VA, this is like in 2004. It was right after I'd gotten out. It was like my second visit to the VA. It was like 2005. So the war on terror was a new thing at this point.
Yeah.
But dude told me that combat veterans are nothing but a problem because they're all drunks, drug addicts, or problems. And I'm like, well, that's what you exist for. So, and I remember being so outraged at it, but that's the most honest that anybody at the VA has ever been to me. I look back on it.
And my VA here in Salisbury is racist as hell. I mean, this dude, there are dudes who have gotten their jobs in there, and they can screw up all they want. They can come to work. Ain't nobody called.
No accountability at the VA. That's the problem. Like when they pulled the wrong tooth out of my head, I got a call from somebody who said, "Oh, I'm sorry, that won't happen again." That's it.
Because the tooth is gone, it's not going to happen again because you've already ripped it out.
Yeah, right. They're like, "We're sorry, we'll do a better job next time." I'm like, "Yeah, no,
I'm not going to let you. I'm not going to." These people, if you're in the good old boy club in my VA, you can get away with bloody murder. If you're not, I've been waiting.
It's impossible to fire somebody from a government job, though. It is. It really is.
And here's the thing: I had a chick I was hooking up with, and all I'm going to say is she was talking with the chick who was doing my HUD-VASH information, and all of a sudden, mysteriously, my HUD-VASH paperwork got lost. When I came out of the inpatient treatment program, I was homeless. I was sleeping in my damn Jeep in the parking lot. HUD-VASH permanently lost my stuff.
They do that shit. They do stuff like that. That's crazy. Man, I can't believe, a lot of the stuff that's happened to me at the VA. And it's just, it really is unbelievable, especially when you look at the statistics, especially when you look at the statistics of the suicide. It's sad, but when you look at how much money the VA has thrown at the problem, it's even sadder, because you see things that are kind of a low-tech solution, like low T, and it's like, why did they never try that? You keep it simple. Stupid as the military thing. Start small. And then go,
well, here's the thing: it's civilian. Okay, I'm going to give you a story. These people in the records. I'm trying to get stuff done, and I'm like, I need this done now. I need to and like I don't like them just leaving information laying around. And I'm talking with this chick. I'm like, I need to get this done. I'm trying to get this done. This. How long is this going to take? And she was VA employees are always deceptive. They're always deceptive.
Always,
They are
always.
they are always they never give you a straight answer. And I'm
No.
like,
And you
I'm
always
like,
get such a runaround before you do get a straight answer
and
that
they,
I think they hope you give up.
and yeah, well, and she was rude and they are rude and condescending. It's a policy for them to be rude and condescending to the point of setting you up. She set me off.
Right.
I'm like, kiss my ass. And this was one of them 300 pounders who was probably well, she could have been a dependent easily. She was pushing like 300 damn pounds. She was a defensive man, dude. And I'm walking around. This dumb cow doesn't see that I'm standing over by the elevator around the corner. Oh, thank you for your service. And she was the most condescending cow ever. That's
Right.
Salisbury, VA, and then this old fat dude's like, oh, I'm gonna take him. And they're too stupid to realize I was standing right in front of the elevator, listening to them the whole time.
Yeah.
Caseworker, because he's the same kind of person, he didn't care. The caseworkers, they spew nothing but token crap. They don't care
They're not
either.
on your side. They're friends with their coworkers, just like you were friends
Mm-hmm.
with your coworkers.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, I guess for us, there's a certain amount of patriotism in being a vet. But when you
Yeah.
deal with vets all day, they're just another, whatever. And I get that. I get everybody wants their job to go smoothly. But when you're dealing with
Yeah.
medical stuff, that's literally, somebody's life on the line. If you mess up somebody's meds, they can be messed up for days.
Mm-hmm.
If you've got kids or a life or even pets,
Mm-hmm.
that matter, you can't be puking and shitting in the floor because the VA wants to play a fuck game with a prescription you need. And I'm
Yeah.
not talking about something like Vicodin. I'm talking about like diabetes meds. Come on
Dude,
now.
that's it. And they screw up. They screw up awful if they like you. If they don't like you, oh, they're gonna screw up on us. Because like literally, I had a nurse at the pharmacy say, you remember, they switched metformin right from one manufacturer to another because some of it had cancer
Well, the
causing
VA
agents in it.
always does that, and half the time they're the lowest, whatever, bitter generic drugs that don't even work, especially not compared to the real, the name brand you get. It's night and day.
Yeah, and like when I went to MIBH, I tried to get my endocrinologist from the VA and the VA and the endocrinologist from MIBH, and boy, did they play stupid. And then all of a sudden, the endocrinologist, you notice when you want something, whatever doctor you want help with, they disappear. They
Oh
are,
yeah. Oh yeah.
and like MIBH, Mark's Institute for Brain Health, dude. They're good with the inpatient. They're good with their program, but they, as far as outpatient treatment, as far as aftercare. Now, granted, the Rona happened, yes, and they just, all they do is they say, this is your area, this is what we have. I'm like, okay, this is my situation. I can't afford this,
Right.
and this. This is not. They don't do anything. They were utterly
Yeah.
worthless to me. And
Well,
when it came,
the VA is a one size fits all approach. Period. It's not custom tailored to you. It's like it's like, what size do you wear? Here's a large.
yeah. Well,
It's not
and when you want like when I wanted the MIBH doctor, the Marks Institute for Brain Health endocrinologist, and the VA endocrinologist to talk, I got nothing. And every single thing I
man.
wanted,
That is so frustrating that they will not talk to your civilian doctors. It's like they're enemies. It's like East Germany and West Germany. That is very frustrating.
well, and that's the thing. When it comes to the VA doctors, anything I want, there's a federal regulation or a VA regulation that says no.
Right,
Every
right.
single time. I want to do. We need to get together and we need to band together and we need to come up with find somebody so we can say, for this problem, I want this list of doctors. You do nothing but pay the damn check. And
Right.
I'm not going to show you the bills per se. Here is basically $1,300 damn dollars worth of unpaid bills because the VA.
Yeah.
I literally went to my idiot caseworker. We literally talked to the bill collectors. They're still coming after me. Still.
Yeah, yeah. Well, bill collectors don't care. They just want your money. That's what it comes down to.
Oh, I know. And I went to the VA. I sat with my damn caseworker. We had the conversation. They're still coming after me. They're
Oh
still
yeah,
ruining my credit.
yeah.
And they are all worthless peons. They don't care about us. And because
No, but
I'm
what's
not
so
stupid,
funny?
I'm not stupid enough to apologize for what I am because I've never done anything to these damn people. But they think I owe them something. At the Salisbury VA, they're racist as hell, and they get away with bloody ass murder. I had to get a congressman involved to get rid of a voc rehab chick because she and the state voc rehab chick that was supposed to help me out mysteriously got sick the
Well,
day
hold
I
on. There's
needed.
your problem right there.
No, no,
There's your
no, no.
problem.
Listen, she gets sick, then it's me against her with her witness, and they screwed me out of my voc rehab benefits. And
Well,
the
the deal with voc rehab, right? If you get voc rehab, you'll never get 100%. If you get 100%, you'll never get voc rehab. That's one of their big things.
yeah, and that's the thing. The
I mean, it's not impossible, but it's rare.
Well, and that's the thing. That's the thing. They screwed me out of it to the point they made it in Winston Salem. Both the chicks who were running who run that are going to make sure I never get rehab. They screwed me out of my benefits. They are impossible to get a hold of. They don't explain things. They don't care about TBI where I have the short-term memory between a dumb dog and a toddler. This
Right.
chick is such an idiot. She did not know that for-profit schools and not-for-profit schools their credits not compatible. She did that on purpose.
Right.
And
Right.
The idiot doctor I had literally said about about the voc rehab chick that was there before. Oh yeah, there are a lot of people that have problems with her.
Yeah.
I didn't even.
It's well known. They know who the problems are. They just don't care because number one, they can't fire them, and if they did fire them, it would offend somebody, and it would end up costing them more in lawsuits. It's crazy. It really is. It's a snake eating its tail.
All right, here's the plan. Here's because on my show we rant. Yes, we rant, but we need. As you can tell, we're doing pretty good as far as ranting is concerned.
Right. I'm great at bitching about the VA, man.
Here's what we need to do, though. Gary Sinise is standing a mental health alternative. We need to get these people on the phone and say we need a alternative for men's sexual health.
Here's something else that's almost mind-blowing. How many cases of low T are diagnosed as PTSD? And guys are put on all these hardcore meds that end up, like antidepressants. You're not a doctor. What's the first side effect of antidepressants you think of? Suicidal behavior.
Yeah.
That's what
suicidal behavior and antidepressant, man. How in the hell does that work?
Right. That is craziness, But see, here's how it works, though. Antidepressant meds just make you not give a fuck about anything. Sooner or later, I mean,
they're numbing agents.
You just never get out of bed. You never do anything. You don't care.
Again, they drug you up to the point where you numb out to the point where you're non-functional.
Yeah, you just don't care. You don't care at all. And I mean, yeah, they don't give out opiates anymore, but they'll give you Klonopin and Ambien until you're blue in the face. They're like, oh yeah, here, take these.
Yeah.
And benzodiazepines are worse than opiates, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
The VA's put me through the ringer with both of those, which the inside story about Dr. Lipton's even more insidious. The fact that, dude, wow. There's some of the stuff the VA does, it's no excuse for. And I really think low T is behind a lot of men's issues.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the other problem. Diabetes complicates diabetes complicates everything. Here's what we need to do.
We get diabetes from something we're exposed to. It's all from, it's Gulf War syndrome.
Here's what we're gonna do.
Uranium.
Here's what we're gonna do. we need to share this out. Like, if you know people who are influential, share this out to them. I need you to share this out to them because, again, I'm running my mouth. We're
Right.
ranting, and that's
Right.
good. Ranting is good, but we got to take the next step. So
absolutely. I
here's
know
what
a
we're
few
gonna.
people.
Yeah, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna work on the low T thing. We're gonna get a veterans sexual health standalone,
Right. Right.
whatever. And we're going to throw diabetes in because, again, diabetes complicates the hell out of every
Yeah,
damn thing.
they're usually there's if you have one, you have the other. They run in combination, and it's an unusually high number of veterans who are diabetic too, because it's all the same system that processes insulin and regulates your
Mm-hmm.
hormones and your body chemistry. And I really think it's something we were exposed to. I'm not sure if it was environmental or if it was in the anthrax bags or in the depleted
Mm-hmm.
uranium
Mm-hmm.
ammunition or a combination of both. I've never got a straight answer about any of that. And
Well, you
it's
never
tried to
will.
be tested by the VA. And they're always like, well, that doesn't exist. Or, they treat you like it's in your head, like you're a conspiracy theory.
Oh, dude, you know the meanest thing? I was in Appleton, Wisconsin. I've mentioned this before. I'll mention every damn episode. I talked to a VA doctor at an outpatient clinic in Appleton, Wisconsin when it came to my issues. I was pissed off. He was just being an ass. And I said, "Can you pretend you do not work for the VA and actually diagnose me correctly on the first try?" It's all
Right.
in your head. It's all in your head.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So here's what
Yeah.
we're going to do. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah. But yeah, absolutely. We do need to do something. I'm all for it.
So here's what we're going to do. You and I need to get together. Like, we'll have, like, what are you doing this weekend? Like,
Nothing, man. I'm free all weekend.
Saturday afternoon, we're going to sit down. We're going to, and I'm going to get my doctor involved in this too, if I can. Okay. And you know what? April Mueller, we got to set shit up for female veterans too. We can't forget about our sisters. So
Right,
we're gonna set up for diabetes and both men's and women's sexual health issues as it relates to PTSD and diabetes.
Females have just as many whatever, and I mean, hormone dysregulation is hormone dysregulation, so I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure they have just as much effect, and it affects things. It's not just a sexual thing that affects your desire, that is your will to fight.
Mm-hmm.
That's suicide is when you lose all of your will to fight. So when we're literally talking about your will to fight, it's a lot more to it than just the sexual end of it. But that's
Mm-hmm.
where it's added. But I mean, it's so much more life affecting than just that.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what the hell we're gonna do. We're gonna get together this weekend. We might, hell, I might, you, me, April. I'm gonna send you a friend request after the damn show's over, and we'll get in on like a Zoom call or something, or something, and all because if we're gonna help you females, we need a freaking female, with the lady parts. So April, I'm gonna send you a friend request after the damn show. All three of us are going to get together this weekend on like a Zoom call or something, and we're going to share this to Gary Sinise, share this to Lone Survivor, whatever.
Yeah, anyone, just Google vet foundations and send something to all of them. Be like, hey, are you aware of this? Somebody will bite. If 9 people say no and 1 says yes, hey, you got it made.
Well, no, let's get together this weekend and come up with a plan of what we want. So when we ask for it, we can say, okay, they've actually, oh boy, the boss is here. The co-HMFIC is here. Okay. Oh, crap. I got to behave now. Damn it. I got to behave. Anyway, we're going to get together this weekend. We can't just beg for shit. We got to have a plan. We got to
Right. Well, I mean, you put together a proposal. I mean, it's a sales pitch is what it comes down to. But I think the return on investment is counted in people's lives, so that makes it a very important one.
Okay, we're gonna have the co-HMFIC. Hold on a second. Back up. Let's see. Well, anyways, check it out. we're gonna get together. We're gonna talk about this weekend. Aaron Nottingham, thank you. If you want to jump in on this call this weekend too, screw it. We'll get you into because we got to get above ranting. We got to come up with a damn plan.
Right.
Come up with a plan.
The more people you get, the more it's like a petition. The more signatures you get, the more people you get, the better.
Well, what I want to ultimately do is I want to have a plan to where it's like, okay, one of my old NCOs used to say, if you come to me with a problem, I want you to have a workable solution. And
right.
I want it to be to where we've got the solution. All he's got to do is implement it and run like hell with it.
Right. Okay? Right. Exactly.
I want to do that simply because we've got, as a veteran community, we're too busy fighting. Here's the problem: we're in peacetime now. I mean, yeah, we're technically GWAT is still going on.
Right.
But it's mostly small unit maintenance stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. Okay, all right. The HMFI here. All right, Dave. What's up, old man?
What's up?
We're ranting, raving, and to come up with a plan to, yeah.
It's no different than the campaigns for breast cancer screening, for any cancer screening that you can think of. This is no different than that. It's a screening. It's a cheap, simple test that, hey, it might not be your problem, but if it is, it could change your life. So, more people should push it.
Yeah. Well, what we're gonna do, you and I'll give you my phone number and we'll Zoom call this crap. Okay, to make it a little easier.
Absolutely.
And what we're gonna do is, here's my plan. I got a show up and running structurally speaking to where I got segments so I can be a more multifaceted. So I'm not just some lunatic cracked out on rippets and coffee ranting about stuff. So I'm going to have an automotive segment. I'm going to have a workout segment. You've already seen the cooking segment. And handy tip, you've got a giant 12-quart pressure cooker. Don't try to put pasta and potatoes in the same batch or, well, the pasta will lose and it will lose badly. So, yeah, check it out. We're gonna get together this weekend. I'll get Aaron. Let's see. Yeah, I'll get Aaron Cottingham, and I'll get a friend request to him, and I'll get a friend request to April. I'll give them both my numbers. I'm largely computer illiterate, but I actually have a Zoom app on my freaking posters approved in digital. Hey, we got digital veterans. Bam.
Hey,
yeah.
Okay, brief recap for anybody who's just joining, because I just shared the show out and I was trying to come in and make sure everything was okay for you.
Yeah.
Because, that's what Daddy does. And nice to meet you, Chad, by the way.
Nice to meet you, man.
How you got hooked up with this crazy bastard over here, I don't know, but
man, it's social media, all types.
Yeah. Okay, go. Okay, he's gone. He'll be back in a minute. So, Aaron Cottingham, thank you. So here's the plan. We'll get together this weekend. We'll set up a time to get together this weekend that everybody can agree on. And we're going to just brainstorm. I got my notebook right over there. And we're going to do this. We're going to come up with a plan. And I got my notebook over there. I can't do anything digitally. I do everything in like all my passwords. There's not one password online. It's all on a master notebook in with my manuscript laptop. Yeah. And what I'm going to do, I might see if I can get my Wounded Warrior Project guy in on this.
Right.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to do what I do best. Here, let's face facts. I never, ever be I will never be the good guy. If I'm the good guy, like we are in the middle of some apocalyptic shit. I've been the good guy on one or two every time I'm the good guy in any given situation, it's a horrifying situation if I'm ever the good guy. So I'm going to be the bad guy because it's the most natural thing in the world. Okay. But I'm gonna bludgeon my Wounded Warrior Project guy over the head and like, yeah, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna be like, hey, help us out here. Give us some feedback. Give us some encouragement. Give us
Mickey,
something. Yeah, what's up?
I have something you can bludgeon him with.
What's that?
Want to see?
Yes.
Keep that to yourself.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
It's my stock removal knife that's not hardened or anything yet. So
Nice.
Yeah, everybody says it's not hard, just so they think it gets so they can apologize for looking smaller on film.
no,
That's what she said. There we go.
I
Got my that. Yeah.
I actually am a part-time bladesmith. Well, learning to bladesmith, and so this was my first attempt at a stock removal,
Mm-hmm.
and it's got a slight roll on part of the edge, but that was because I sneezed whenever I was sharpening it, and I have
That doesn't help.
I got a buddy
haven't had
I'm
a
friends
chance.
with on Facebook who makes knives I can hook you up with.
Hell yeah. But I haven't had a chance to temper it or do a heat treat on it. So at the current moment, the best thing it's good for is probably bludgeoning somebody to death.
All right, I'm going to give you my mailing address, and then I'm going to drive down to Florida, down to like southern Georgia, wherever the hell he is. I'm gonna
I live in North Georgia, man, up off 85.
All right, yeah, I'll swing
Well,
down
see,
there. And, yeah,
Mickey doesn't understand that there's only two places you can be from in Georgia, either Atlanta or Savannah.
mm-hmm.
So you being North Georgia, you're from Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! I'm up now. You can't pay me to be in Atlanta, man. I don't go across the DMZ unless I have to.
Actually, the organization that Woe Entertainment is a branch off of is based out of Jefferson.
Right? That's not far. That's where my kid's great grandmother lives.
Oh, right on. So, but yeah, so I'd love to get you hooked up with those guys down there too.
Absolutely.
Give you a chance to possibly get involved.
Absolutely, man. Sounds good. Let me know.
Yeah.
I've been doing the social media thing for a while. I helped build OEF Nation, which is pretty much where I meet everybody from, but I'm not involved with that anymore.
So you see all of my posts that get rejected.
Right. Well, man, when I got started with that, it was like in 2012, 2013. It had like 500 members, man. That was my group. I helped run that for a long time.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love that group. There's always great stuff popping up in it and whatnot. And I've stolen countless thousands of memes out of there. So,
You know, I gotta go. I'm gonna go over there and do a meme steal, a meme stealing spree. I'm due for some stuff. Well, when I get my new laptop, I'm gonna have to go on a hog wild meme stealing spree because yeah.
Man,
Check it
wait
out.
till we all get put in a reprogramming camp because of our memes.
Oh hell yeah! Yeah, I'm in trouble. So here's the plan. I'm thinking next week. I got my guy. Oh, you remember that guy I told you about the back surgery I had to remove the tumors?
Yeah,
They grew back.
the ones on your tailbone.
No, my buddy that's gonna be on next week. He had a back surgery 2 weeks to remove some tumors.
And they came back.
And they came back in like 2 to 3 freaking weeks, dude. No joke.
Man, it's some screwy shit that's going on with us, and I think that like the VA has a whole Gulf War sickness program, but if you ask about it, they're like, "Oh, well, that doesn't exist." Or if you put in a claim for it, they'll do all these tests, and they're like, "Oh, well, that's in your head," or that it's kind of like it's inapt. When I think there's answers that we aren't getting, and I think we're putting together a piece of it with the diabetes and the low T. I think it's coming together because I mean the VA's been screening for TBI for how many years? That's not cut the suicide rate, so that's not
No,
it.
no.
So I think it's a piece that we're missing, and I think we're getting a little closer. I think we're on to something.
So here's what I'm thinking. You and I might have an interview with you, me, and my doctor where I can get all three of you on together. After you and I come up with it's going to be you, me, Aaron, and April. Either this weekend or some. I'm going to see if we can get all four of us this weekend. We'll come up with a plan. I'll throw it at my doc. We'll have an interview with you, me, and my doc, and we're just going to hammer this out to where we'll share it. Yes, we'll send a proposal in, but we'll also have the interview to where we're discussing it and get out there. Like, oh
Right.
damn,
Right.
they're running with this to where other veterans might to where if we can get it to where we put the proposal, we come up with the proposal ourselves. We put the proposal out there with a doctor. Hell, I might have to get Doc Eric in. Be you and me and Doc Eric at a separate interview, Zoom call or whatever after it, so he can kind of put his blessing on it and tweak it.
Right.
And then we submit it to a charity organization like the Sinise Foundation. And then we put it out there at the same time to where the veterans are like, hey, this crazy bastard's actually trying to do something. We might actually need to spring the hell and get captured. We'll treat it like we'll treat it like you're getting jacked up for a convoy mission. You know, when we leave Toledo Adder and head over to the itty bitty little post like a mile down the road, and you get your 1824 pack of Rippets. God, Atomic Palm was my jam. Oh
man, I was over there for the initial invasion of Iraq. We didn't have Rippets, man. That was back when people were dipping the coffee out of MREs, man. We didn't have Rippets. We didn't have any of that stuff.
Dude, Atomic Palm was. Hey, anybody in the chat? Who is all about the Atomic Palm? I can't be the only one who is about Atomic Palm, dude.
Dude, I'll tell you what people were doing when we get off here. What happened during the invasion, but it was the Wild West then, man. We didn't have a PX. We didn't have shit. We lived out of our vehicles. It was a crazy time. It was definitely interesting.
Oh yeah, when I was there, we had some dumbasses. We had these fucking TCNs who were straining diesel fueling and passing it off as whiskey. Yeah, the retardation was real, bro. It was.
You know, Haji doesn't believe in safety. There were probably people drinking that and getting loaded and shit.
Loaded, poisoned. Yeah, pick your poison.
Dude, there were probably military dudes drinking that shit, man. Mm-hmm. I've seen it all. I've seen shit that was.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was one dude who fucking shot himself up with his atropine injector or whatever because he thought it would get him sent home, and it didn't get him sent home. So he just fucking decided he liked it.
Dude, I had a guy huff. Well, he was huffing. Literally, and the NCOs didn't even give a damn. He was doing it in full view of them, and they were like, whatever. He was huffing either that air cleaner stuff or he was huffing something. I don't remember. It wasn't like bug spray or anything, but it was.
Man, there's that one dude in every fucking unit. It seems like the one dude who tries to do everything they can to get kicked out or sent home, and they're like, nope, you're just going to sweep the parking lot.
Hold on a second. I got a comment here. I got to read. Have you heard that National Guard and DC were interviewed and they said they had no rules of engagement? Oh boy,
that's because they don't have bullets.
Well, yeah, no. Well, I think they had like you're right. No, you're right. They had no. Yeah. So there's no point in having rules of engagement when you can't engage because you don't have any ammunition.
Isn't it funny how the same people who for the past 4 years have been telling us that walls don't work and walls are racist put up a fucking 8-foot tall fence really fucking quick?
Yeah.
If fences don't work, why didn't they use high-tech security measures there?
Oh, I know. Here's what I'll
For an
say.
area that small.
That's what trips me out the most. They actually had at the inauguration. I think they had like 1,000 people. They had National Guard soldiers standing around unarmed than they did actual guests at the inauguration. And
Well, first and foremost, after all the deal they made about people not attending the Trump inauguration, if they would have let people come to it and it wasn't fucking huge, it would have been too much of a PR thing for them to swallow. So I think that was self-preservation mode.
you know, I think
Yeah,
the
just
next
when the police turned in to call the National Guard.
and a National Guard that's largely unarmed, and you got pissed off veterans, and then you got the 3%ers, and then the only thing, fortunately for me, I've never been like approached by a militia, but
Dude, have you ever met? They keep saying Joe Biden says that white supremacy is the biggest threat in America. I've been white for 43 years, and I have never met a real no shit white supremacist. And I
here's
don't know any people who would
let me
accept
help you out
them.
with that. Let me help you out with that just real quick. Okay. In 1927, a dude named Leon Trotsky, he was a Russian politician in the vein of Hitler. No, not Hitler. In the vein of Stalin and Lenin and not quite Khrushchev. Khrushchev was there. He coined the term racism as your social justice keyboard killers and your woke scolds use it today. Every other term is a substitute. White supremacy is just the latest substitute. Once everybody gets bored with that, and nobody's phased by it. Because let's face it, right now being called a racist or some kind of supremacist, for me, it's wow. It's like you just insulted me in Klingon, dude. Bite me, get it. So they'll come up with a new term. There's a show. Okay, go on YouTube, look up Herman's Head. There's an episode called Open All Night. Start at 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and it will explain to you in a nutshell how these people come up, scare you. They make word sandwiches with key phrases in the right spots, and they freak you
Anything
out.
you can do to dehumanize the enemy and
Mm-hmm.
give them a reason to hate the other side. And so, because when the other side is evil, then their rights don't matter. You can do
Right.
whatever, to fight evil.
And
All the rules go out the window when you're battling true evil.
oh yeah, and everybody thinks everybody else is true evil. Yeah. No,
Yes, and
the way
Nazis are
they
the most evil thing there are. So if you can make somebody relate to a Nazi, you've won the battle.
and the way they treated the National Guard, the fact that they shoved the National Guard in. Well, they disarmed the National Guard because they thought they
And
were all
made them
white
stay in
supremacists.
downtown DC. They should have got combat pay for that alone.
Oh, DC. I heard him. I heard somebody say
That's
Detroit.
like a survivor
They
challenge.
said they said Detroit was 60% or 70% bullet. The air in Detroit was 70% bullets. I'm pretty sure DC had to eat. DC's like 60 to 65% bullets. That's the composition of the air.
Man, I used to go to the VA in DC. What a fucking shit show.
Oh yeah. Well, basically, it's DC, Atlanta, Memphis, Phoenix, Crapcago. I've been to Crapcago. Oh, dude. And Milwaukee. Milwaukee is Crapcago light. Basically, if it's in a big inner city, and
Oh, absolutely.
my black ex fiance is from Chicago. She literally called Milwaukee a super ghetto, so it is a super ghetto. I
Right.
mean, and I as a white dude down on the south side of when I say south side of Chicago, I mean past White Sox Stadium, south side of Chicago. Okay, basically, if it's in an inner city like that, it's like Kuwait. It's an unflushed toilet. It's garbage.
That's the VAs I've been to. I've been to the Baltimore VA, the DC VA, the Atlanta VA, the
Mm-hmm.
Augusta VA, and the Hampton VA. And sadly, the best out of those was the Baltimore VA. They're gonna have their shit squared away. But I think that was just because Maryland was a small state.
Wait. Eric's got this comment. This is weird. What is this about a White House nanny thinking she?
No, That was a satire site that took out of context. Kamala Harris never really said that she was gonna gut the VA and that soldiers had to get a job.
Dude, I would be in love with Kamala Harris if she said she was. If Kamala Harris was gonna gut the VA, she'd be the mother of my damn children, dude. I would put babies in her from here to eternity if she promised to gut. I would be in. I would that Kamala Harris would be my baby mama if she gutted the VA. I'm just saying.
The VA is a love-hate relationship.
No. There's no love left in the love-hate relationship. It's gone. The love is gone. It's varying degrees of seething hatred. Okay, Aaron, here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to answer this question. Where would we go then? This is why we're trying to establish these networks to where the VA would be converted into nothing but one giant insurance policy for every damn veteran would have their own insurance policy.
The VA should be just like Social Security, and they should have VA offices where you go to for the admin stuff, like with Social Security.
Yeah,
but you go to your community care.
What we're gonna do? We're gonna set up like Gary Sinise just set up a mental health network. There's one aspect that we can say, okay, the VA, we don't need you for that.
Much mental health is related to hormone imbalance, though.
But you've got to throw once the hormone imbalance runs its course and it does its damage, the mental health needs to actually be addressed. Mental health. Okay, Aaron, hold a second. Aaron, here's the plan. We set up mental health. We do the hormonal stuff for the low T for guys and low whatever for females. We set up diabetes because, well, they're giving us diabetes. Aaron,
but if low T is caught in the beginning, like when in the first year somebody gets out, you don't accrue the other shit. I really think that would nip.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. That's a possibility, yes, but we still have to plan for it to possibly happen so we can catch it.
We have to deal with the people that have already ate the shit sandwich, but you want to stop it from happening to the younger generation.
Right. But we got to do both. We got to have both plans in place because we got to be smart. Okay, so we set up the sexual health for guys, sexual health for females. The mental health piece is already getting set up. We set all that stuff up. That way we say, and here's the thing: we control this. There are doctors that we choose. Ain't gonna be just HGH,
and that's in numbers.
No. And that's the thing. No, Aaron, it's not just that. It's like I'm going to the gym. I'm gonna do a couple of workout videos, not because I'm like in great shape, but Aaron, I'm gonna tag you in my first episode that I ever did where I talked about the New Jersey incident where I was in a 2-day diabetic coma. Okay, so I'm gonna do my workout videos just to show the abuse that I put myself through because at one point the nurse hands me the phone and my Wonder Warrior Project guy Jonathan Pruden, I'm talking to him and he's like, dude, you do realize you were in a 2-day diabetic coma, right? And I said to him, well, that explains why I slept so freaking well. So I got that my blood sugars were over 1,000. Yeah, April. Yes. No, Aaron, we're gonna get every damn specialty that we need as veterans, and it's gonna be the doctors that we find and that we approve of. To where we say to the VA, shut your mouth. We're gonna go full back to the 50s on the VA where it's like, shut your mouth, get in the kitchen and cook me my damn dinner, which is basically say, write the damn check. Get it to the damn doctor on time. That's all you're good for. You're worthless otherwise. That's where we're going to do the VA. We're going to go Ike Turner, like Ike Turner on Tina.
Here's another thing that would help with you. When the VA makes community care appointments, they need to make it in their name, not our name, their name, because that would keep it from coming back on your credit.
Oh, but that's the thing. We still have to get our doctors that we want.
Oh, absolutely. But you don't want the VA to say, oh, yeah, go get whatever you want. And then when the bill comes, be like, well, we're not fucking touching that. And then it's on your credit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they've ruined my credit a couple of times. Absolutely. So, Aaron and April, yes, we got to set up these networks. We got to get to talking to these. We're going to get my doctor involved as kind of a reference point and kind of he'll be like, yeah, we can do this. We can talk to these people. And we're gonna start, and we'll start with Gary Sinise because he's already set up mental health. So
Yeah, I know a couple people at Higher Ground in Sun Valley Adaptive Sports. They've got a place in Idaho. They've got a really good vet program. You know, a lot of really good vet programs have been kind of stymied because of COVID. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
places have retreats where you come out there and stay a week, and they've
Mm-hmm.
been stymied because of COVID. So there are a lot of veteran charities that are sitting on cash piles basically because they haven't been spending the money they would normally spend
Mm-hmm.
having
And
vet care.
because of the government regulations, they're freaking out. So they, as soon as
Right,
COVID lifts, they've got to be literally shoveling money out by the wheelbarrow. So yeah,
right,
so
exactly.
here's the
You
plan.
know,
Okay,
a lot
go
of
ahead.
veterans, that's what they do. So there's a lot of places that we could definitely pitch it to, and even if nobody takes it, if you get the word out enough and enough people go to the VA and say, "Hey, test this, show me the results. Don't just tell me yes or no. Show me the
Mm-hmm.
results."
Well, here's what I would do. As far as test results go, I'm going to go with whatever my doctor says. I want like you should do this test, this test. This is what you should check for. We're going to make
Right,
him. We're going to make him the standard. This is what the doctor says. You shut up and do it. You don't question
right,
a damn thing. You shut up. You do it. You pay the damn bill. You get. We need to go Ike Turner on the VA. I mean, bloody lip, missing teeth, Ike Turner on the VA, proverbially speaking. Okay, so Okay, hey, you need to get in touch with Aaron because he wants to know if adaptive athletic could help, and we're gonna could talk to David Vobora. David Vobora. Okay, cool. And one thing I'm going to do for you guys, not only am I writing my book, I'm also writing a cookbook. And the cookbook is just an extension of me sucking up to my current editor and former publisher, and in a way, the guy I would like to be my publisher. He knows who he is. Get to reading my damn manuscript. So and uh, um, he's gonna kill me. That's okay though. No, I'm doing a cookbook, and here's the thing. My buddy that I was staying with up in Ohio when I was getting my doctor to do the stuff he was doing, he called my cooking. He called one of the things I made in my pressure cooker. He called it pumped up pasta salad, and that it was great for stoners and gamers who were So my cooking is really simple, and I'm also doing basically it's AAR for the book. It's a writer's guide because I'm more of what I call psychological editor. So let's say you've got your brain is like the old fashioned distributor cap or the ignition coil, and your laptop, your notebook, your index cards are like the spark plug in the cylinder head. We wanted to get it from that to a coil on plug setup. I want to get the most raw, honest, and authentic content from your brain into the laptop, whatever writing medium you have, as intact as possible. So my thing is, if you want to tell your story, I'm gonna help you do it as efficiently and thoroughly as possible.
right. Let's
So,
do it, man.
and I'm trying to help my buddy stand up a publishing company that way. And I'm also going to
But
help
the
a buddy.
sad thing is it's not really my story. It's our story because there are so many vets that are cookie cutter affected by the exact same, the same stuff.
And I'm
It's
also,
crazy.
yeah, I'm going to help them write. Plus, I'm helping a buddy of mine write the Ultimate Firearms for Dummies guide. And basically, I'm going to help veterans tell their stories to get what they need out of their system. And maybe if we can get enough stories out of their system and out to the public, maybe we can get rid of some of these cookie cutter stupid caricatures of what civilians think veterans are, namely idiots in the VA, dickbags in the VA, like these 300-pound freaking cows that's sitting in information
You
who
know what
sit there.
the saddest thing about that is, we look at the Vietnam vets that came before us.
My
They were
dad,
spit on. they were spit on and called baby killers in the
My
airport.
dad, yeah.
Well, we were welcome home, and we were saying, thank you for your service. But then the VA screws you behind the back. I'd rather them just tell me to go fuck myself and leave it at that than play games with medications and all the extra BS you go through that's just pointless. That seems like it's killing people. It really is. At what point is it woeful? Is it woeful ignorance or societal negligence? At what point does it cross?
I don't want to answer that question because it's just going to make me angrier. Okay, I got to read April's comment. Need someone to contact all vet nonprofits and connect them countrywide to set up everything for ourselves, not just medical, but shelter, food, daily needs, banking, social media. What we need is a nonprofit database that is under one umbrella, and each caseworker has access to the entire umbrella.
Right. I've said that for years.
Now, remember, okay, I'll give you the perfect example. General Krulak during I think it was either Gulf War I. I'm not sure he was that damn old, or the initial invasion of Iraq. He had a line. He had it was like a driveway kind of a setup to where it was he had certain kinds of supplies at each stop, and everyone would just quick grab what they need at each stop, and they were just hauling ass through. We need that kind of what city and state do I need? Right now I'm in a little toilet called Salisbury, North Carolina, but I'm going back up to Ohio, up to Columbus, to get my care with that doctor, through that doctor up in Ohio, because he's the one helping me out. So yeah, what I need right now is enough money. What I need is,
dude, the best thing you could do is live far enough away from the VA so that you can get community care. That's the problem, living close to the VA.
Well, that's the problem where I'm living. I'm living out just outside of town. I love where I'm living because it's just outside of town, and it's peaceful and it's quiet. And my landlord, he gets me on a level that I need to be gotten on, and it's rare for a civilian to get you on that level. You see what I'm saying?
Right. I got a solution to your problem, but we'll talk about that offline.
All right. No, I got something I wanted. I got to get this book published. I got to get all three things published. Mainly, my book is done. I just need to get it published, and we need if you want to help me raise up funds so I can get my his publishing company stood up. Okay, I'm not naming them right now, but if you want to help raise funds, because my other guy I don't even, my other guy I go to the gym with, I don't even rate the basic response of a text, a phone call, or a text or a phone call. So I need somebody to help me do some fundraising to get a publishing company stood up. It's going to cost, I'll say, somewhere between $150,000 and $200,000. And
Jesus Christ, have you tried the cocaine import export?
You know what? I'm thinking about it, dude. I'm not even joking right now. I'm that desperate right now. I don't know how I'm going to pay my damn phone bill. I don't know how I'm going to eat. I don't know how I'm going to get gas. I'm broke as hell, dude. So yeah, we'll leave it at that. But no, here's what I'm going to say to you. We need to get this shit set up. And we need to get it set up to where we're actually pitching stuff to charity organizations. And maybe we need to get the charity organizations to start talking to each other so we can get as many of them as possible under one umbrella.
Even if they have an awareness campaign or whatever, if it gets enough people to get checked. But, the problem is we need to get the VA to quit jerking people around. Here's the blood test.
They need to be taken completely out. They need to be taken completely out of the process to where they're. I hate to bring abortion into this, but as a man, when it comes to abortion,
you're never gonna remove the VA. They're gonna be the VA.
We need them to be. We need them to be nothing but an ATM with a penis.
Well, see, that's because, what they don't tell you is there's the VA, but there's the VHA and there's the VBA. There's the Veterans Health Administration and then there's the Veterans Benefit Administration.
They're both garbage. They're both scum. They're both subhuman scum.
They work for each other, even though they say they don't.
No, that's a lie.
The VA is so inept, and you see them wasting so much money. Like, I remember there was a big scandal at the DC VA where they spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on art. Who gives a fuck what the hell is hanging on the waiting room when you're getting jerked around? Dude, I'd rather them have pictures of dicks on the wall and do what they're supposed to do.
Look up the VA in Toma, Wisconsin. They were pumping out so many drugs to veterans. They were getting veterans so high on drugs they called it Candyland. And because we had Candyland, they literally called it Candyland. Look up the Toma VA.
They said there was a big hush thing. They said that, matter of fact, the dude, I think, Dr. Lipton, I think he was in it. Matter of fact, the Virginia Pilot Ledger Star is a big newspaper in Virginia. Mm-hmm. And they did a story about the VA being used to push drugs out and whatever.
They were calling the VA in Toma. The veterans were calling the VA in Toma Candyland. They were handing out drugs.
The doctor who went to the reporter to trigger this story, it was said that 2 FBI agents came to her house and told her she'd better get the fuck out of town or they were going to kill her. I don't know if that's an urban legend, but
it's the VA. I believe it. The VA. Yes.
In the Maryland VA, one of the big, the deputy secretary, he was telling vets, "Hey, I'll give you 100% P&T if you give me all your back pay." No shit. And I thought that was an urban legend, but you can look that up. Just like you can look up this story in the Ledger and the Virginia Pilot. This shit really happened.
Yeah. The VA is corrupt on a level that, here's the thing. You got all these people.
How many vets wouldn't give their fucking back pay just to get their benefits saved?
Dude, listen. If you want real change, you want all these people that want universal health care.
Give them VA health care?
Give them no. Not only that, strip them of their insurance where the VA is their only source of health care.
Absolutely.
Hell will break loose.
Oh, there'd be a fucking riot.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to say this again. I'll say it every damn week. Here's my solution to fixing the VA. The VA, I don't know whatever committees in Congress is in charge of the VA. Every member of that committee is to be stripped of Cadillac health. They get no health care.
Look at all Congress.
Listen.
And House of Representatives have to be cared for at the VA in their state.
Listen, no, not in their state. No, every single state will have 2 to 3 C-130s. Okay, if they live in California, their ass is getting sent to Memphis. Their ass is getting sent to Georgia. Their ass is getting sent to DC. They will be nowhere near their home hospitals. They will be stripped of their oversight powers. They will be stripped of their insurance, and they will not be allowed to do anything. And literally, I would not let them have any oversight power back until half of them were killed off through the VA's criminal negligence, and then the committee would be expanded, and then it would have to be veterans with deployments on that committee. And if the veterans did not 100% agree to everything, if the veterans didn't do it, the proposal didn't go through.
I think it would be just mind-blowing if they made all of Congress get VA health care, even in their home state. Be like, hey, this is...
We'll give every last one of them VA health care, but it would not be in their home state. We would have the General of the Air Force stand up the biggest damn C-1. They're not getting anything nice. They're going to get C-130s. Every single damn state has enough C-130s to ship every congressman to the worst performing VA hospitals in the system as far away as possible.
Oh, absolutely.
And once we started killing them off through the VA's criminal negligence, we'd get some change. Okay, April's asking what state is the best for homeless vets. Well, it sure as hell ain't North Carolina. No way in hell it's North Carolina, because HUD-VAC lost my stuff, and I was sleeping in my Jeep in my buddy of mine on my Facebook page. I'm not going to name him right now. I'll ask him if I can name him. He saved my ass and got me into a halfway house because I was an alcoholic. He's the one who got me out of my being homeless in my damn Jeep. Okay. So, yeah, North Carolina sure as hell ain't the best for veterans. They're not even close. HUD-VASH or VA hospital in Salisbury is scum. They're all scum, except maybe one of, yeah. There you go. April, Aaron was saying Tennessee and Kentucky. Again, it's North Carolina sure as hell ain't it. Nope. And if North Carolina, if you're not in the North Carolina's good old boy club, they are shutting you out. They will treat you like dirt. They'll ostracize you.
That's kind of how Augusta was. The Augusta VA was like that. The Atlanta VA, I think, is big enough that nobody gives a fuck, and they don't know you.
No, in North Carolina, if one of them shuts you out, they all shut you out. The VA shuts you out.
Yeah, that's kind of how Augusta was.
The VA shuts you out. The CVSO shuts you out. The North Carolina veteran, yeah, on Facebook. If the feminists in there don't like you, they shut you out. They make sure they badmouth you and demonize you. So yeah, they even extend to Facebook because I was a part of North Carolina veterans on Facebook. Yeah, they will all demonize you if they don't like you. If you're a little too mouthy and you're a little too you're a little too enthusiastic in using your freedom of speech. Yeah, they shut you out. Okay. So, yeah, I'm telling you right now, North Carolina is not good to their veterans. They like to say they are, but yeah, there's this commandment called "Thou shalt not lie," and they're not a fan of adhering to that one, even though this is the Bible Belt and all that. Yeah, so we're not even gonna get started on that. Check it out. Here's what we're gonna do. April, Aaron, I'm gonna get you guys. I'm gonna get you guys friend requests as soon as my episode's over because I got some other stuff I still got to talk about. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spend some more time talking about what I want this show to do after I get Chase off the line here, because you guys need to hear what I've got a grand vision for this. I'm going to be the crazy old cautionary tale / guinea pig. You're gonna watch me working out. I'm not even gonna inspire you. It's gonna be like you guys are gonna be setting up pools. That bastard's gonna drop dead. He's gonna break his back. He's gonna. I think I almost dropped a 70-pound kettlebell on my skull today because I wanted to be. No, I tried to do this weird ass lower ab thing where I had my feet up in the air and my feet were supporting the kettlebell, and I dropped a 70-pound kettlebell on my skull today. So yeah, I'm not. If anything, I'll inspire you, I'll scare you, and you guys will sit up pool and figure out when I'm gonna just destroy myself in the process of trying to get back in shape. If anything, you'll laugh, you'll cringe, and you'll be like, okay, no more stimulants for this month. No, this man is. You'll be screaming, cut off the stimulants, shoot him in the ass with a tranquilizer dart, and have him do this thing called sleep. Okay, because you'll watch me just go till I want to drop dead, and so there you go. My sister is a homeless vet in Colorado. She has an apartment and food from the VA so far. What I'm gonna do, I can get you in contact with a person who can get you in contact with another person in Colorado that might be able to help, even though they don't want me because I'm a dick. Yeah,
I can find a nonprofit for almost anything veteran related, and I was kind of stumped that I couldn't find something for yours. I'm talking from lawn care to gym memberships, but the VA should be like Medicare Advantage plans. That they should, be like Social Security, have offices where you go and set up whatever, but you get your care at doctors' offices.
That's what I want to do. That's the only viable solution for the veteran is to destroy the VA and turn it into one giant insurance exchange for all veterans, and let all of the nonprofits establish the healthcare networks for the veterans, because the veterans have chosen them. They've sat down with the doctors and said, "You've got these problems, so we're going to set you up with this group cluster of doctors where they're going to be like a team just working on your ass." You see what I'm saying?
Right. The sad part of it is that the VA could implement that and fuck it up and make it even worse than it is. That's
why we need to turn them. They need to be nothing. They're like drunken retarded toddlers. That's what the VA is. They're drunken, retarded toddlers. Well, okay, drunken, retarded, sadistic toddlers. That's what they are.
Man, it's the government, and they want to act in your best interest. There's
Best
absolutely
my
nothing
ass.
scary in that.
Best interest my ass. Okay.
Yeah, don't ask questions. Do what they said. We're looking out for your best interest, and that is not the case.
All right. Yeah. All right. Check it out. You do your thing. I'm gonna kind of talk a little bit more with the rest of what little of my
All right.
audience I have left. You and okay. I'll message you as soon as I get off the show. You give me a time when you want to talk Saturday. I'm gonna friend request Aaron and April, and we're gonna have a 4-way chat. They try to get my doctor involved at some point so he can kind of spit and polish on what we want to do. Okay.
All right. That sounds good. That sounds real good.
All right, man. This was a beautiful powwow. This was necessary. It was a combination of ranting and problem solving. Okay?
Right.
We've at least got a beginning, and we need a beginning. So
yeah, we know what the problem is. We've just got to find a solution now.
Mm-hmm. So we've got a good beginning. So you hop off. I'm going to talk to Harambe Keeper Nation real quick
All
about
right,
some
man.
other stuff. Okay.
You have a good night. I'll be in touch with you offline.
All right, bro. See you later.
Later, man.
All right. Ugh. All right, guys. Check it out. I'm gonna get up because my back is tender. Okay. Let me turn on this light. All right, my people. Check it out. Okay. All right. Check it out. Kitchen. Okay. Here's a handy tip. See this? Okay. First of all, this is, believe it or not, these are really tender. Okay, I got the moisties. Leave me alone. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to try to start each episode every week cooking something. Because here's the thing. You notice I was in my bedroom, right? I struggle with isolating. So I need to be out of my bedroom. I need to be in the kitchen. So I'm going to start every episode in the kitchen cooking something. We've got to stop from isolating. Okay. Oh, here we go. Veteran Resources Coalition. And you can see the number. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to start every episode. I'm going to try to start every episode cooking. When it gets warmer, I'm going to try. I'm debating something. I'm obviously trying to get back into school. I'm trying to get my book published. I'm trying to not be broke forever. So it's going to be my manuscript about my time in Baghdad as a prison guard, my cookbook, and my writing guide. I'm going to try to get all three of them kind of generating me money, and I'm going to build something. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to build something. I'm going to build a combination. When I do one of these videos, when I cook food out of a watermelon, I'll take it outside and see what my outdoor brick grill looks like, and I've got a vision for that. It's going to be basic. I'll explain it later, but I want to be like not so much. I want to be not isolating, so which means I need to be out of my room. Hell, that's one of the reasons I developed the cookbook, so I could get the veteran who's really struggling. It's not intelligence or raw intelligence. It's about belief that you're competent and capable. And when you don't feel competent and capable, you feel like crap and you isolate and you sulk. So I'm going to try to start every week to where you'll see me literally, this is my 12-quart pressure cooker. You'll see me cooking with this. You will see at some point, late spring, early summer, April time frame here in North Carolina is when I can go to the farmer's market the local mom and pop farmer's market and get watermelons. I will literally show you how I cook food in a watermelon. The meat is so tender, you damn near don't need teeth to chew it. It's that damn good. So I'm trying to do these episodes in such a way where you see me do something other than ranting. I want you to see me. I want you to see me. Okay, we got another one. Mount Carmel, wherever they are. Okay. I'm gonna check out the Veteran Resources Coalition tomorrow, simply because I just feel like it. But yeah, here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to get the car guy on, the car guy on here. I'm going to make him a regular host. I got to talk with William again for happy hour because I got to get with that shrink. Okay. And I'll tell you how those sessions go. Okay. Yeah, because I got to throw myself out in there in just such a way where you can say, this dude is really putting himself out there. I have no excuse to not get my act together. Okay. So it'll be cooking. I'm going to try to get back in the automotive technician industry, and I've been out of the industry for so long. I've got to go back to school because that industry turns itself over every 5 years, and you got to be actively getting your education re-upgraded. So I've got to do that. I have to try. I need for my self-respect. So you're going to see me working on cars. You're going to see me cooking. I might teach you guys what I know about. I'll just teach you all the painfully like do not do this thing. It's stupid kind of lessons, you know. What I'm gonna do, I gotta eventually get. If we could ever get Shay to where she's doing her show regularly again, she inadvertently fixed my deadlift form, and 405 is a lot more manageable than it used to be. And then I did the trap bar because with the gym I go to, they got those fancy ass 55-pound competition barbell weights. So I'm actually trap bar deadlifting for 45, which is nice because my ego overrode my good common sense, and I did some sets with a couple of 20-year-olds just because, you know, I'm a veteran and I'm an egotistical prick sometimes. Granted, I didn't break my back, but my point. And so I'll get her involved. I'm gonna get Cameron involved because he calls himself Broken Viking, so I'm gonna have him accent on rehab to where he can feel functional again, and I can feel functional again because I got a sore back every damn night. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to be a guinea pig based on everybody else advising. Okay, I'm going to show you this pressure cooker again. You see this? This is 12 quarts. Check it out. One of my cookbook recipes is going to be what I call Irish mobsters mashed potatoes because my buddy last year died. I cannot use the S word. Dot. We'll leave it at that. Okay. He had a love affair with mashed potatoes, and he was an intel guy. He was dispatch. I loved him like a brother. I still love him like a brother. When he died, he died a week after my damn dog died. So July is going to be a lousy month for me. I'm going to fill this damn thing with potatoes. He's Irish. So guess what I'm boiling it in? Guess what I'm boiling the potatoes in? I will literally pop a damn keg of Guinness up on this bad boy. I will pump this thing full of Guinness with the potatoes in it. I'll cook it like that. I'm gonna go get me a roll of Amish butter. It's enormous. But yeah, the Amish are just beautiful human beings. Because yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna get a 3-pound roll of Amish butter at the Amish store I go to. I'm not joking. I'll show you the picture when I cook it. I'm going shepherd's pie. Aaron, no. Well, maybe some other time. What about shepherd? You know what? I'll work on a shepherd's pie recipe for the cookbook. Thanks. Anyways, it'll be potatoes soaked in Guinness. I'm going to take a 5-pound slab of bacon. I'm going to smoke it. And I'm going to put the bacon in there too. All 5 damn pounds. We'll call them manly bacon bits. There you go. That's going to be from my boy Irish Mobster. He was Irish, and the man looked impeccable. Impeccable in a suit. Remember Bart Simpson from How I Met Your Mother? He looked as good, if not better. He looked like a damn mafia don in a suit. It was like you were like you could almost hear the gobber. You could almost hear the Godfather's music when he would sit down in his damn suit. He looked that damn good. So, Irish Mobsters mashed potatoes. That's what I'm doing for him. And yes, do a shepherd's pie. I don't know what I haven't. Yeah. Anyways, so there you go. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do car stuff, and I'm gonna make because I'm trying to make a small fortune with my books and stuff. once I pay off all my bills and all that, and now I've got medical bills because I'm paying for this guy up in Ohio out of pocket because he's tired of getting screwed over by the insurance. Okay. Once I get all that paid off, once I get all my bills paid off, the whole nine, what I'm going to do, I've got a Jeep Wrangler that it's paid for because I paid for it with my second deployment, but it's an 04. I bought it in 08. To say she needs some tender loving care is the understatement of the century. Okay. Oh, because I live in North Carolina and live out in the boonies, I'm just going to show you something. Let me find the damn thing. Where the hell is it? Here we go. Hold on a second. This is a machete. Home intruders? Maybe. No, mainly it's copperhead snakes. We have a king snake slithering around, keyword somewhere. It's somewhere, i.e., however, that damn thing ain't going to live forever. So, depending on my cookbook, depending on when the snakes start coming out versus everything else, I'll be honest with you, we might have a recipe for smoked copperhead in the cookbook. So, yeah, because A, I hate snakes, and B, why not? So, all right, so it's going to be fitness. We're obviously going to try to build we're going to try to build our the Vietnam vet kind of built the VA the way it is. They did what they could, and then the civilians came in and ruined it because they're idiot civilians, and it's what they do. What we need to do, we'll just call ourselves Generation GWAT. What Generation GWAT needs to do is build a provider network to where we reduce to the VA to being nothing but an insurance agency for veterans. They are nothing. We tell them, like, I just got this notification from Gab about building their own economy. We need to build our own medical community for us. Okay. Generation GWAT needs to build our own medical community. We need to drag the oldest Vietnam veterans in. My father's a Vietnam veteran, so we're just going to drag them in as a way of saying thank you and helping them because they're old and they're stubborn. They're stubborn as hell, and we need to drag them kicking and screaming so we can get them help so their quality of life isn't any crappier than it already is. Okay? We need to drag them in because it's a way of saying thank you and saying we're going to help you if we have to damn near break your legs to do it. But anyways, yeah, so it's going to be, I'm going to do my automotive component. I'm going to do my fitness component partially with a couple of different people. We're going to do, I might have some kind of a writing segment. And I'm going to have co-hosts coming on. Like, it's going to be the VA fire for effect. And then I'm going to have co-host after co-host after co-host. And we're just going to talk about every damn thing. Okay. And I'm going to do that because I need to take a multi-pronged approach to this show to where I'm not just some caffeinated curmudgeon. I want to be doing different things. I want to be helping solve problems. I want to be, multifaceted. So I'm boring. And maybe the segments will be rotating to where it doesn't get stale. And there's a thought right there. So, all right, check it out. I promise you, as God is my witness, once this new laptop gets here, if it ever, Jonathan, hey, dude, call up whoever and say, I need to know what my laptop is, because this right here, yeah, I got 11 years. It was 11 years old when it died. Yeah, it's toast. Like, it doesn't even, yeah. So I'm working on getting things structured. We got music, we got graphics. We just got to get the laptop up and running, because doing this on the phone is just, it's not cute anymore. So I'm getting the structure set up. We just got to get things coordinated to where I have co-hosts coming on the regular, to where we've got a regular thing where we've got variety and consistency, to where I'm doing multiple things, And again, I'm just gonna do my thing, and you're gonna be inspired, ashamed, or scared, or you're gonna be like, that dude's gonna break his neck. He's gonna, yeah. Again, today I almost dropped a 70-pound kettlebell on my head because I tried getting creative, and yeah, I'm doing stuff to keep my blood, my A1C for my diabetes when I was in a diabetic coma. When I was in a diabetic coma in July of 2019 was 12.7. I'm pretty sure it's under 6.0 now. And I have to get it to where I'm not taking the diabetes meds anymore. It's keeping the PTSD and the TBI moderately beaten into submission. I don't know. Maybe we need, what? One of these days we're going to have it. You know what? I'm going to call my doctor. We're going to literally have an entire freaking episode on, we're going to call it Testosterone 101. Because I don't know a damn about it other than I need it. Because every time I think I know something, somebody comes along with another study, or somebody comes. It's like eggs. 1 week it's superfood, the next week it'll give you the bubonic plague. It just confuses the hell out of you. So as soon as I can, I'm going to get my doctor back on the damn show, and we're gonna literally have a Testosterone 101 episode. So there you go. So that's the plan. So it's going to be informative, funny, because I'm going to try. We're going to rant. We're going to solve problems. We're going to do fun stuff. I got to get the structure together, but I've got to get the people together to come onto the show to help me provide the structure. Okay. So we're going to get us ranting. We're going to get us solving problems. We're going to get us believing we can do fun things again. I'll put my Jeep out there front and center as far as a project. I want it to where I made enough money where I can do a full resto mod on the Jeep. Oh, by the way, I talked to my body guy. He took one look at my Jeep and he literally uttered the words, just the body work. He literally uttered the words, 6 months, $50,000 just off the top of my head. And my wallet tried to actively flee from my pants. Yeah. So I need this all to make me some good money so I can afford all this crap. Okay. And I'm going to share. I have a sibling that I want to do a project vehicle for. We had a falling out a while back, but we made amends. But I'm the proud, stubborn older brother, and I want to do one for her because I'm the proud, stubborn older brother, and I'm not as cool with it as I let on to her, and I want to do it. So I need this to make me enough money to where I can do that too. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. And Aaron, as soon as I get off here, give me a few minutes. I've got to clean up the mess that I made on the floor. I got to eat some more actual dinner, and then I got to get all that stuff into my little food prep bowls and get it in the fridge. And then once I get all that done, I'll get you two friend requests in. We'll get a four-way Zoom call set this weekend, and we'll go from there. All right, Harambe, Keeper Nation, check it out. Well, all of three of you, 4 or 5. Yeah, I love you guys. Check it out. I'm going to keep working on this to fine tune the show, and I'm going to try to get you guys the kind of content that'll get you out of your isolated funk, out of your depressive funk, because you're going to watch me, pardon my language, you're going to watch me unfuck myself one expert at a time. Okay, one segment at a time as I get advice on how to fix this, fix that, fix the other thing. You'll get to watch me do it. I'll chronicle the whole damn thing, and I'm still trying to get my fat ass down to 225 by Warrior Fest. So yeah, I got to figure out who's gonna murder me in spin class again this week. So yeah, it's all right. I will talk to you guys next week on my show. I'll be a show whore on the rest of them, just so I can just kind of be out there and doing stuff, So, all right, I'll talk at you guys later. Good night.